In this video, I'll be going from a 60 overall bomb all the way up to a maxed out 99 overall lockdown build. And every stop that I am able to get on this build is +1 attribute upgrade. Not gonna waste too much time with an intro. Real quick before we get started, drop a like, drop a sub, turn those notifications on for me, and let's get right into the build and then start out our 60 overall challenge. Alright, so here is the 6'9" lockdown build I will be using in today's video. As you can see, 71 driving dunk, but it can cap break super high. We have the 80 mid or 83 pointer to shoot super consistently on this build. You guys will see by the end of the video, we are greening all of our shots. 70 midi doesn't matter too much, just came with the 3-pointer. You're gonna hit your middies anyways, regardless, because you have that 3-point rating. The 50 pass accuracy honestly might not seem like much, but I have some rec gameplay out on this build when it's fully maxed out. If you guys want to check that out, either coming soon or already out by the time you're watching this, and the passes are perfectly fine. 64 ball handle, 69 speed of the ball, both cap break to an 80 and a 75 respectively, with only 3 cap breakers. Very, very solid. Also did want to say this template did come from Laker Fan. I got this build just like this, similar. Like, he made the template for this, and then I kind of changed it, tweaked it just a little bit to fit a little bit more of what I was looking for. But credit goes to him for this build for sure. Shout out to him. Great lockdown build. 89 interior, 92 perimeter, 85 ceiling, and 94 block, which I will cap break to a 99 block, giving us legend flying denier, pogo stick once we put cap breakers on vertical, as well as paint patroller, which is a very good set of badges to get a lot of stops in the paint. 80 rebound to grab a lot of rebounds. We are 6'9" max wingspan, so we are going to snag a lot of boards, especially with the vertical rating that we have on this build. 86 speed, 85 agility, 72 strength, and an 85 vertical. Very solid physicals across the board on this 6'9" build. And this is the template. You guys are going to see me go all the way from a 60 to a 99 overall today. If you haven't done it already, go down there and drop a like, and we are getting right into our first game as a 60 overall. And here we are in our first game, and I'm keeping all these intro clips in before every game so you can see what overall we are going into it. But as you can see, our opponent here, 73 overall, a lot better than me being at a 60. I'm going to tell you that right now. I mean, look at our highest stats is 74 block. How are we supposed to score? But that's not the point of the video. We need to come out here and we need to get stops, and we are starting out hot, getting a stop right away, giving us +1 attribute upgrade, and we are already a 61 overall. Now that we have the ball, though, this is where the real issues kick in. I don't have any ball handle yet, which we'll eventually have. I don't have any shooting. Like I said, I'm just left stick dribbling, trying to get some kind of layup to go, clanking it right off the rim. And offense is definitely going to be a problem in these first couple of games until we can get enough stops to upgrade our offense. But I'm playing back a little bit. I kind of want to see him shoot, and he misses. That is another stop and another attribute upgrade. We are already a 62 overall. This guy's trying to cook up, but I am all over that as a 60 overall, like I said, and he's breaking another shot. Any shots we can make him miss is definitely good because we are getting better every time he makes one, but he is going to go ahead and get his dunks here and there. He's going to get buckets on me. I mean, I am only a 60. I do get an 8% contest right there, though, which does secure us another stop and another attribute upgrade. And then he hit a 3 right over the top of me. I don't have perimeter yet. I don't have my badges. And then I get a little, not a contest, but an open contest, and he makes an early layup. He didn't even time it, and it goes in. And I am there for another open contest, and he breaks the 3. So that is another attribute upgrade. I'm on cold because I couldn't do anything on offense. I'm honestly lucky I didn't team it great out of this game. Look at my stat line up there, 0, 0, and 0, but getting another stop. And I knew these first few games were going to be rough. We just had to come out here and try to get as many stops as we can so that we could upgrade our offense, and then it gets a lot more interesting. I make a slightly late contested layup. I don't know if that should have gone in, but I will take it. Any buckets I can get on this build. I mean, I'm definitely not supposed to be an offensive powerhouse. I am here to play defense, but once I get my cap breakers on ball handle, honestly, it leaves the door wide open to be a huge offensive threat as well on this build, as well as an insane defensive menace. I mean, and we can get like contact dunks. I don't know, this build's insane. But as I'm talking, we are getting stops in the background, +1 attribute upgrade over and over again. And this guy has 8 points, but we already have a ton of stops. And there's another one. He tries to shoot a floater over me. I'm getting a contest on everything because of my block. I'm pretty sure it's because of how high my block rating is. Again, he missed that one wide open. I didn't get a contest, but I'll take the attribute upgrade every single day of the week. He's sitting paint on me. He knows I can't score, but I am going to go ahead and lay that in right over the top of him, even with a tiny little green window. He's trying to finish on me in the paint, though. He cannot do it. Late contested layup, not going to go. Another attribute upgrade right there, and we are all over this guy. Another brick and another attribute upgrade. I'm telling you right now, if I had any kind of offense, this game would have been over so long ago. But we are getting stop after stop after stop, which is really the point of the video. To get this lockdown build to a 99 as fast as possible. He does hit a 3. I did lose the game. I really didn't have any chance of winning that one because of how low my offensive stats are. But if you take a look, we got 13 stops that game. I mean, we were playing defense. Granted, this guy was also not a super high overall, but I'm a 60 overall. I got my 13 stops. I'm going to go ahead and take my 13 attribute upgrades. So my thought process going into this is we are playing lower overall people. So I'm going to go ahead and try to upgrade my offense because their offense isn't going to be super high either. So I already have the defensive stats to be able to get some stops on them. So I'm going to go ahead and upgrade my driving dunk. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade my three-pointer. Anything that I can get up to try to make my build better, like make me actually be able to win games out here is what I'm going for. I need to be able to dribble a little bit because I could not move in that first game. So up goes the ball handle, up goes the speed with ball. Now we need some physicals. I need agility to move my feet a little bit better. I need speed, and we can do one more overall. We're 72 right now. I'm thinking about vertical. I'm thinking about strength. I'm thinking about perimeter. What can help me win the most games? Obviously not putting up pass accuracy right now because we are in the 1v1 court, so that'll probably be one of the last ones to go. But I do throw some perimeter on there, and we are officially a 73 overall going into our next game. 78,000 VC down the drain though. Go down there, drop a like, drop a sub for me so I can keep making these builds for you, and let's get right into the next game. Again, I'm keeping these intros in so you guys can see that I am a 73 overall going into this game. This guy was definitely a lot better than the last guy I played, definitely knew what he was doing. And we are out here starting out on defense, have to get stops, trying to get to a 99 as fast as possible. We get a little bump steal to start the game, and I whiff the dunk. I have a 71 driving dunk. I should not have used meter. I should have just put regular dunk or regular up on the stick dunk, but it is what it is. We don't really need to score that bad anyways. We're out here to play defense at the end of the day. He's fading that, can't get it to go. If I play good defense for 12 seconds and he takes a bad shot, that's a good stop in my opinion. Snatching back, tempo shooting, knocking it down. Another one, snatch back. He's got to guard me. This is just a jump shot I found. It's like the first YouTube short I could find for a low three-point jump shot. I do have a better one on now that the build is maxed. But anyways, we're knocking down shots out here with only the 83-pointer. I don't have hot zones. I don't have anything like that. This is the second game I've ever played on this build. We were getting him to take step back fadeaways from beyond the three-point line. He's missing that, and we're getting attribute upgrades left and right. He over dribbled. I'm there late, not even actually there, but he does miss that one. Little intimidation factor. I was close enough to make him miss, and now I'm trying to cook up on offense. Again, I don't have the best dribble moves on yet, but I'm still going to go ahead and get my wide open dunks. Once I cap break my ball handle and speed with ball, this build is going to be so insane. Being able to have the Zach LaVine dribble style as well as all the dribble moves I need on a build this tall. I'm already snatching back and I'm already scoring on offense on a lockdown build. While I'm doing all this, I want you guys to remember this is a 6'9", 99 block lockdown, and I'm still out here cooking on offense. This guy is bricking fade after fade, and I am honestly loving it. I will take all the attribute upgrades I can get. If he's going to go ahead and miss that, I will take it all day long. Another 10% contest, and we got the ball back. I got a nice little cross launch on whatever dribble style I had on in this video. Snatch back, hitting another three. Tempo shooting is so good on these 6'9" builds. Another one, knocking it down. I've been using tempo shooting on all of my builds pretty much except for my smaller point guards, and it has greatly paid off. The green window feels massive. Knocking out another one there. And like I said, we are out here to play defense, but any games I can win, I'm not coming out here to lose. I'm gonna try to win every game that I possibly can. And all it took was one game to get a little bit of offense on our build, and we are already out here cooking this dude. 13-2. We got the ball back, snatching back right over the top of him. 4% contested. It doesn't matter. Get us out of here. 15-2, and that is a win. Our first win of the video. 15 points, 64% from the field on a build that is primarily out here for defense, and we did get 7 stops that game. So I'm going to be able to go all the way up to an 80 overall. Let's get right into that upgrade right now. Now that my offense is feeling good, I'm going to go ahead and invest right into my defense because the more stops, the better. And as we get higher overall, we are just going to be playing better people in general. So I want to be able to have this stuff maxed out so that I can stop people if I run into somebody super sweaty or super comp. I am going to go ahead and throw some mid-range on my build just so I can shoot those a little bit more consistently, but I am coming right back down to that 80 overall. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade that. Spent the VC. Again, I spent the VC. Go down there, drop a like, drop a sub for me so I can keep making these builds. Max out, cap break my block to a 99, and we are right into our next game. Quick little intro clip here just so you guys can see I am on the 80 overall into the next one. And he did get a couple buckets on me right away. I'm not going to lie. He's got 4 points, but I'm getting a bump steal on his behind the back. Another stop, another attribute upgrade, snatch back and knocking it down. I'm really only a couple games into this build, and I am not missing whatsoever out here. I'm playing defense, though. He's running around. I don't really know what he was cooking. I'm not going to lie, but that is a stop. I will take it. If he wants to dribble back and forth for 13 seconds and then huck something up, I'll take that every day of the week. Again, super good contests on this build because of the block rating. If you guys haven't seen the rec video on it, go check that out. It's maxed out, 6'9", going absolutely crazy in the rec. But I'm gonna go ahead and get my buckets when I can too. Super bumpy on this build too. I think I have my on ball menace, max +2 to legend on this build, and I get a ton of bumps being 6'9", and we are still super fast. A lot of guards are only going with like a 85 to a 90 speed, and we have an 86 on this build along with our agility, so we are able to keep up really well with those smaller guards. I'm going to block that in the paint. That's a crazy block animation, and a lot of the block animations that I'm getting on this build are actually very good. I mean, I'm getting like two-hand snatch blocks, two-hand off the backboard. Like, it's some insane stuff at the 99 rating this year. Block is definitely worth it. Again, if you guys are looking at making a lockdown or any build in general, I would suggest putting at least a little bit of block on. But you guys see the attribute upgrades piling up in the background as I'm talking about the build here, and snatching back and hitting the 3, keeping us in this game. I'm really not trying to lose. I hate losing out here. So any stops and buckets I can get, I'm like I said, I'm trying to win every single possible game I can. Even if I'm on a lockdown, even if I'm at a disadvantage, I'm a little hesitation and I almost whiffed the layup, but it still goes in. I honestly I didn't even time that close, and we still got the bucket to go. Good thing it was wide open. This guy's taking contested 3 after contested 3, and we are getting stop after stop. And I know this isn't like, these aren't like top level guards, top tier guards out here that I'm playing, but I do also want to say there's a lot of comments on my other video saying that this build couldn't keep up with smaller guards, and I can tell you right now, it can keep up with smaller guards. My defense isn't maxed, and I am losing that one 16-9. I just couldn't get enough going on offense. I did get quite a few stops on this guy, but it just was not enough to win us the game. So we do end up losing that one. Like I said, I shot 47% from the field, but we did get 9 stops, so we get to go put 9 more attribute upgrades on our build. And I am going to be targeting our mid-range, our interior defense, and our physicals with these upgrades. So let's go ahead and max out our mid-range, and then go ahead and max out our interior defense. Not too worried about steal yet because plucks aren't really in there. I'll go ahead and throw some rebounding on, and let's max out our vertical and then see how much we can get on our strength, which isn't maxed out, but we get it up to a 64. Go ahead and spend the 105,000 VC and get right into the next one. And here's the clip again. You guys can see the overall. As we're going up, we are playing better and better people, like I said we would be. I mean, these people are obviously still not maxed out, not insane, because our build is brand new. We're a black plate, but we are out here playing a 6'5" point guard with a 96 3-pointer. Let's see how many stops we can get on him. He's trying to cook up, going behind the back. That behind the back is definitely scary with how much I know it gets ripped. We get an 11% contest, get our attribute upgrade right there, and we are getting bumpy with this 6'5". He does break our ankles a little bit right there. We get there late, still don't get a contest, but he misses the wide open, and now we are going to try to score on him on offense. He's too little in the paint. Even though I only have the 71 driving dunk, it does not matter. We are still able to go ahead and get that to go pretty consistently. And I did keep every single stop in this video, so if you guys want to go back and count them or something, or if you don't believe me, I mean, you guys see the missed shots at the end of the game, but I did keep every single one in, and I'm trying to make a nice little mark every time we get one, so you guys know as our attribute and our overall is going up. On offense, though, the only thing I can really cook with is that cross launch right now. Like I said, I got to cap break my ball handle and speed with ball, but once I have that, we will be moving out here on the 6'9". This guy got a lot of wide open shots. I will say that I was playing a little bit safer, trying to play a little bit back, not give up anything easy in the paint, and he did get quite a few wide open threes, but he could not get them to go. Great contest in the paint there. Glad I upped the interior defense and the block. Snatch back, knocking down the 3, giving us a lead in this game. We aren't shooting too bad yet. I guess we'll see where we end up, but you can't leave me open with this jump shot. Super fast. The tempo is very easy to time on this build, and we are back on the defensive end, out here earning our attribute upgrades. And I really enjoy making these videos. You can see like a great progression of the build go from nothing all the way to maxed out. So if you guys do enjoy these ones, let me know in the comments. If you made it this far in the video and you're still watching, yeah, let me know if you guys want to see more of these type of videos, if I should do more NBA player style like I did last year, or if you just want to see builds in general, because I have a lot more lockdown builds and builds in general that I want to make. Snatch back though, don't leave me open. 12-3 lead. We're out here cooking on offense, shooting 70% from the field and hitting another one as I'm talking about it, getting us out of that one. We did get a few stops there though, so let's go ahead and apply those attribute upgrades right now. As we are putting these ones on, we are closing in on a maxed out build, so we're gonna go ahead and put our steal up at this point. We're gonna go ahead and max out our strength. I love the immovable enforcer badge this year, so I had to make sure I got my strength for that. For some reason, I'm putting free throw up. I don't really know why I did that. I think at this point, the stats don't really just matter that much, so I am just gonna go ahead and put up whatever gets us up to the rating that we are looking for. And we are into our next game, hoping to get to a 99 overall. Starting out with this one though, we are a 94. We need 5 stops to max out our build and become the 99 overall build. that we have been looking for this entire video. And then we do start out on defense against 007 Richie out here, playing good, pretty solid defense, getting 11% contest without even having our hands up. We're just in the vicinity of him and it's getting contest, which I don't know if I fully agree with that being like a great game mechanic, but this build does just get a lot of contests in general. He whiffs a wide open layup early. I'm snatching back, shooting right over the top of him. I cannot see him. I'm taller than him. It doesn't matter. I'm shooting right in his face, and I'm getting a bump steal. Like, he's trying to dribble into me. I'm getting a ton of bumps, and he's just dropping the ball right into my lap. And we are back on offense, cooking up, snatching back, and knocking down another three. I mean, this guy can't even guard me, and I'm on a lockdown build. I've said it so many times throughout the video. He loved this snatch back. He kept, or the behind the back. He did it over and over throughout this entire gameplay. You guys will probably see more of it, but he did it over and over again. I'm getting there late for a contest, and I've talked about it in a lot of lockdown videos, but one great thing about these taller locks is you can jump late. You can be out of position. You cannot be playing good defense. You can jump late and still get a contest and still get a stop. I throw that one down right there, giving us a 7-2 lead. He's pressing me a little bit. I get a nice little cross launch, dunking that one right at the rim. Nothing he can do to stop me once I get that far in. And this little walk back move he's about to do here, I'm so glad that 2K added these back in. I mean, look how clean that is. He still misses the shot, but it's just a really clean dribble move. And I just wanted to mention that it's really cool that 2K added that back in. I'm really enjoying that on my ISO builds, on my 6'8", on my 6'4". It's a lot of fun, and the dribble move just looks really cool. And the more dribble moves in the game, the better, in my opinion. Knocking down a three there though, giving us an 11-2 lead. And look at the bump steals we're getting. This guy's got to stop doing the behind the back, because I am there every single time getting our stops. If you guys dribble into me, I'm bumping you, I'm ripping the ball off you, and if you get to the rim, I'm sending it back. This build really is like super versatile. Like, you can guard pretty much 1 through 5 on this build. Center, obviously, like a post score, you'd have a little bit of trouble, but anybody trying to dribble, you can guard. Anybody trying to score in the paint, you can guard. And this guy is no longer playing. He's going to leave me wide open for the dunk. I get my 12-3 lead. I'm pretty sure I already have enough stops. We'll see here at the end, but I'm pretty sure I already have enough stops to be a 99 overall. But there's another one just in case we didn't have it yet. 5-12. I need a couple more buckets to win this game. Secure us a W in our 99 overall game. Nice little dunk there, making it 13-6. He's going to get a blow by, which I am sending out of bounds. Look at the block animations we're getting on this build. Bump, bump. I mean, he wasn't even a small guard, but I mean, he's like, we're still getting a ton of stops on him. Getting contest. Nobody's shooting over us on this build. Nobody's dribbling by us. Nobody's scoring on us in the paint. I can't say enough how good this 6'9" lockdown is. And if you guys want me to test out a 6'8" lockdown, a true guard 1 through 5 type of build, let me know down in the comments, and I will definitely put something together for you guys like that if you're looking for it. Another stop there, 24% contested, and this is honestly just overkill at this point. We are definitely a 99 overall, but I just wanted to show you guys the defensive capabilities of this build when we are pretty much maxed out. This guy is definitely not happy with how much we are keeping him in a box. I mean, he's got 9 points, but look at all the stops that we've gotten so far. If I could do anything better on offense, then this game would definitely already be over. Snatching back though and ending the game right over the top of him with a wide open 3 in the corner. 16-9 in a win in our 99 overall game. Let's go ahead and put our final attribute upgrades on so we can see this build completely maxed out. All right, and I am going to go ahead and apply our final attribute upgrades. We're going to go ahead and max our close shot all the way to a 65. We're going to max that, and then we're going to go ahead and put our pass accuracy at a 50, and then our offensive rebound to a 55. And you guys can see this build is insane. I'm going to spend the last 55,000 VC. Like, again, drop a like, drop a sub, turn the notifications on for me making these builds, and I will continue to put them out for you guys. That is the build at 99, though. We have a lot more gameplay coming of this maxed out, badged out, everything else with all the animations that I will be putting on it, my dunks, my jump shot. I'm going to drop it all for you guys, so make sure you are staying tuned for any of that coming out. If you stuck around all the way to the end, I appreciate you watching all the way through, and I will catch you in the next one.